What's good, YouTube? Y'all know what it is, man. This your boy Tank be chopping, back with another video. And today's video, we're actually gonna be talking about the new Stylecraft and 360 Jeezy clipper. Let's get it. Alright guys, so if y'all subscribe to the channel, y'all know your boy has already done an unboxing and an initial thought video on this clipper right here. But what we're gonna be doing on this video is I'm actually gonna be giving y'all my review, let y'all know what I think about this now that I've been using it for a little longer, right? But before we do that, if you're new to the channel, make sure to like this video, subscribe, share with your friends, all that good stuff, right? Like I was saying, man, we're gonna go ahead and be talking about this new clipper right here, the 360 Jeezy and Stylecraft collab. Check out the clipper, man. All in all, it's a nice looking tool, as y'all can see. We got a little glare from the light, but y'all can see how it's looking on there. We do got the infamous Echo blade, and I say infamous Echo blade because it is one of the best blades, in my opinion, for crunch. You know what I'm saying? If you really like hearing that crunch when you're cutting, if you got a clipper with this blade on it, you're gonna hear that crunch for sure, right? So I'm really liking that crunch on this clipper. We also do have a click lever on the side. Just some FYI, this clipper also comes with a stretch bracket. So if you wanna stretch this lever out a little longer to where, you know, it's almost a full one, and I always say almost on all my videos when I talk about stretch brackets because I don't feel that any clipper opens up all the way to the one, right? But if you want to have a little more throw, a little more stretch with this, you can put the stretch bracket on here. That does come in the box also. Check it out. Once again, we got the 360 Jeezy and Stylecraft branding in the middle right there. As you can see, the 360 Jeezy kind of, it's already rubbing off. You know, your boy has been using it. This is one of my go-tos on my station right now. Once again, because I'm trying to give y'all a review, right? So I wanted to make sure that I use this for a good amount of time before I actually gave y'all a review, right? But check it out. Once again, here is the on and off button right here. So it does have the vector motor, which runs at 11,500 strokes per minute. So it is a strong motor. However, one downfall that I could say to this is the motor is so strong and the blade moves so fast that these blades do tend to get hot. Now, I'm not gonna say that they get super, super hot, but it does tend to heat up. Like if you're using it for a long time, you know, you can feel that it is a little warm. However, once again, like I said, it's not super hot. Like it ain't gonna burn anybody, but you are gonna feel the heat when you're using it, right? That's probably my only downfall about this clipper. At the bottom, we do have the charging port down here, and then we got a USB-C charging port in the back. So if you want to charge it USB-C, or if you want to use the charging stand that comes with the clipper, once again, it does come with a charging stand. So if you want to use that charging stand that comes in the box, you can just use that. Or if you want to use the regular cord and just plug it in, you can do that as well. It's basically just based on how you want to charge the clipper. I personally like charging stands, so I got the charging stand on my station, put it down every time I'm not using the clipper. So when I'm moving on to the lineup, I put the trimmer, or I'm sorry, I put the clipper in the charging dock. That way it stays pretty much fully charged anytime I'm using it, and I really don't have to worry about the runtime on it. However, if you are concerned about the runtime, it does run at about 3 hours. Once again, I haven't really tested that due to the fact that it comes with a charging dock, so I don't need to test it. Like, I'm gonna put it on the charging dock anyways when I'm normally using it, right? So I don't need to sit here and see how long it can run before it dies. I'm gonna put my clipper on the charging dock when it's done, so that's not an issue for me. Now, the good thing about these vector motors, at least this one, it has intuitive torque control, which basically means when you get to thicker hair, more dense hair, this clipper is gonna start to turn up a little bit. And what I mean by turn up is the motor is gonna work a little harder, the blades are gonna work a little harder, and you're gonna be able to go through that bulk without the clipper bogging down, without the clipper pulling, without the clipper snagging. It's gonna go through that bulk easy. And I can attest to that. I can say that I haven't had any issue when it came to debulking with this clipper. When I use this for debulking, man, it takes the hair down super nice, super easy, super effortlessly. So if you want a clipper that's really great for debulking, I think this is probably one of those clippers that you might use for debulking, right? Once again, these are just my opinions, and I'm just letting y'all know what I feel about them. But other than that, man, that's basically what you get. Once again, like I said, we have the click lever. Some people aren't a fan of click lever, so if you aren't a fan of a click lever, you can take the clicks out. However, personally, I enjoy using click levers. My system just kind of calls for click levers. Now, I can use regular floating levers, but like I said, the way I cut, I do all the way open, 2 notches closed, and then 1 notch, and then all the way closed. That's just the way I do, you know, most of my guidelines, whatever guard I'm using. That's my typical strategy for fading. So I like the clicks. I understand not everyone likes them, but to each his own. As far as ergonomic wise, it is a comfortable clipper. I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all, and y'all might think I'm a little weird. I wish this clipper was a little more bulkier, right? Like a little more bigger. And that's just my opinion. I'm not the biggest fan of smaller tools, right? Like, not saying that I want my clipper to be a brick, but I'm just a bigger fan of tools that are a little bigger, just a smidget bigger, you know what I'm saying? But that's probably one of my only negatives. Not even a negative, that's just my preference, right? That I would just like a bigger clipper. But as far as ergonomics, it is comfortable. It's not too heavy. It does got some weight to it, but it's not like a super heavy clipper, right? And I don't think the motor on it is loud either. Once again, I'll turn it on. I know sometimes when I play these on the mic, they sound a little louder, but I don't think the clipper is too loud. It has a nice hum to it. You do feel some vibration with it when it's in the hand. I guess that can be kind of, I don't want to say annoying, but that can bother some people who don't like too much vibration. So they may want to go with a clipper that doesn't have as much power. But for me, it's really not an issue, man. I really enjoy using this clipper, whether I'm debulking, blending, fading, tapering, freehanding, clipper over comb. All in all, man, I've used this clipper for everything that I've needed to use it for, and it does get the job done. Like I said earlier, I really like this Echo blade. It is a nice blade. I can hear the crunch, so I know exactly if hair is getting cut or not. And I like the fact that it's not a super thick blade. A lot of times, I don't want to say a lot of times, but there are some times that clippers come with thicker blades, and I'm not a fan of thick taper blades. I prefer the thinner fade blade type blades. That's just my personal preference also. And the reason for that is I like my clipper to be closed and take that bottom line, that bottom trimmer line out with just my clipper closed, right? So that's why I enjoy this blade, enjoy the crunch on it, enjoy using it. Really think all in all, it is a good clipper. They do have this clipper at stylecraftus.com for $299.95. That's still taking pre-orders, so you can use my discount code TANK10 on that website if you are interested. Now, I will say that it is a little pricey. You know, I think $299 is a lot for a clipper, but what are you gonna do, right? Like I can't drop the price down for y'all. Well, except for giving y'all my discount code TANK10. Once again, I think it's clipper, but I think this clipper's gonna last. We're gonna have to keep using it, and I probably will be giving y'all an updated review, maybe like 3 more months down the road. I have had this for about a month or so, and I've been using it. And like I said, I really enjoy using it. I'm really going between this and the Tomb 45 babyless clipper. I'm kind of, you know, still testing both of these out to see the longevity of them and see how long they're gonna last. But like I was saying, $299.95. It's a little pricey, but you can bring that price down when you use my discount code TANK10 on that website. Also, if you want to check, you can go to fwbarbersupply.com. That's fwbarbersupply.com. I got a discount code with them also, TANK10. Not sure what the price is. I want to say the price is probably about $10 to $15 cheaper. So you can get it a little cheaper and use my discount code and probably knock that down a little bit more also, right? But all in all, man, great clipper, super compact, nice and durable. Full metal housing on this thing. Once again, comes with a USB-C cord and the regular charging cord. You do get 4 tight guards with it. They are red. I believe you get the half, the 1, the 1.5, and the 2. Yeah, I think that's the ones you get with this clipper. I personally just use the guards that I already have, right? Like I already have my sets of guards on my station that I'm going to continue to use. So those are the ones I keep on my station. Those are the ones I use. You can use any wall style type guards with this clipper. So if you like the babyless guards, the Stylecraft dub guards, the tight guards, if you like the wall guards, if you like the babyless guards, whatever, you know, I say like wall style guards because those are the guards that fit, you know, that fit on the wall. So any guard like that you can fit on here. Like for instance, I got a JRL guard right here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on so y'all can see. It does fit on there. So any of those types of guards, I have a babyless guard right here also. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on for y'all so y'all can see it. So you can put a babyless guard. You can put whatever guard you want really, except for the Andis double magnetic guards, right? But yeah, man, once again, like I was saying, all in all, really enjoy using it. Only downfalls, once again, is I wish the clipper was a little bigger. Don't like that it kind of heats up. And the price, it's a little pricey, but other than that, great tool. You can use it for anything you need to, whether, like I said earlier, whether you're freehanding froze, whether you're shaping the beard, whether you're debulking hair, clipper over cold, fading, tapering, anything you need to use this clipper for, you can use it for. But yeah, man, I just wanted to update y'all on what I thought about the performance of this clipper and let y'all know my opinions on it. But with that being said, man, that's basically it for this video. If you like this video, please make sure to smash that like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe one time for your boy. And that's basically it, YouTube. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, let's go.